Hello, Namaste, welcome to my home kitchen. I am Bauna and today I'm making requested recipe of vegetable biryani and I'm going to show you my style of vegetable biryani. Traditionally, biryani is prepared in handi, but these days you can prepare even in the oven or just make it however you like and enjoy. Each and everyone has their own specialty of making according to their family preference, and I'm going to show you according to my family preference, but I will try to make it little simple for you. Traditionally, for biryani the vegetables are cut very big chunks of vegetables cut and added into the biryani, but my family is kind of like doesn't like big chunks, so to adjust with that I always cut my vegetables smaller. But make sure that you don't want your vegetables to be lost in your biryani, so do not cut them very fine. If you ask your family members what you can improve for this recipe, and the dinner table actually becomes sort of fun place to discuss and enjoy your food at the same time. So next time when you make that particular dish, you will be more confident to serve your family. So here I'll show you how what's the size that I have cut my vegetables into. Here I have the potato and a carrot. Now vegetables, you can add or omit vegetables according to your preference. French beans, green beans, peas, everything is added, like bell peppers, onion, cabbage, cauliflower. So there are lots of vegetables that whatever you have in your refrigerator, just get it out and add into your biryani. These are the size that I have cut all my vegetables in. Make sure to chop all your vegetables in the same size, preferably, just because that you want them to cook at the same time, so they get cooked at the same time. Here is my cabbage, bell peppers, green and red onion. You can use any cooking onion. Here I have paneer. You can see even the paneer I have cut very small sizes. Sometimes I just shred the paneer instead of cutting them into pieces, because when it blends with all the vegetables and rice, when you get a bite of it, it tastes so great. So I usually prefer shredded or the very small chunks of paneer in my vegetable biryani. Here is the green peas, cauliflower. So to make the biryani, the first thing I'm going to do is boil my rice. Now rice, always use basmati rice for great authentic recipe. But if you don't have basmati rice, just you can make with any rice, the long grain rice. But make sure that you do not overcook your rice. It depends what type of preference your family has. My family like a little bit of soft rice, so I cook about 70% of my rice. Now if your family is kind of family that like each and every grain very separate and a little bit hard, then you can cook about 50% till it's halfway it's done. Because once you add vegetables and everything, again you cook your vegetable biryani, so again the rice is again cooked. So you don't want your rice to get mixed with all the vegetables. So that's the only reason that you have to cook your rice only 50 to 70%. So here I have my basmati rice, and I soaked this rice about 20-25 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes is just enough. And I have here the pot that I'm going to boil my rice in. Now when you make this biryani, when you boil your rice, you want to add some spices into your rice as well, just because that each and every grain of your rice absorbs the flavor of spices, and that makes the authentic biryani. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add rice and some other spices. Now the spices I have is very basic spices that is used in Indian cooking. I have the bay leaves, it's tej patta, and cinnamon stick, and some cloves and some cardamom pods. And you want to use the whole cardamom pods, and you can also use the black pepper. My family is kind of family that doesn't like too much spice in any dish, and also if something like this comes in their dish, it doesn't make them happy. So what I do, once my rice is cooked, I take out all the spices even. So into this pot, add rice and add sufficient water. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. So more water. I guess this will be enough. Season with salt add according to your preference. Here I have all the spices: cinnamon stick, bay leaves, cardamom pods, and cloves. Add everything. Now what I normally do, I also add my raisins when I boil my rice, because I like boiled raisin because it also enhances the flavor and gets fluffy. That's what I like, but it's really your preference. Out of my garam masala, I'm not going to add all garam masala, but just a pinch, just to give a hint. Add just a little bit of oil. This will help you to make your rice nice, each and every grain separate. So this is ready. Give this a good stir. Rice pot is ready, and I'm going to cook this rice on a medium heat. So turn on your stove on medium heat and bring it to boil. Here I have the rice cooking nice. You can see that it's almost done. Sometimes when I boil this rice, I also add just a pinch of turmeric powder, so it will get nice yellow color. So it's really your preference. If you want a little bit of yellow rice instead of white, then just add pinch of turmeric powder. My rice is ready, so I'm going to drain out my rice here. And sprinkle a little bit of cold water so that you can stop the cooking process, because rice even get cooked with steam even. So just make sure that you cool them down as soon as you can. Alright, the rice is done, and now I'm going to work on my vegetables. I'm going to prepare kind of curry to make this vegetable biryani. Now when you make a biryani, traditionally the layers are made of rice and vegetable curry, but it's really your preference. If you just want to mix it everything, then you can do so. Layer of yogurt as well, some mint leaves and cilantro, but I do it a little bit different, so I'm going to share that with you. I do not make different layers of yogurt and mint and everything. I just add everything into the one pot in my curry, and then I make the layers of rice and vegetables curry. So I'm going to heat up ghee. You can use oil if you want, or you can use none of them, even oil or ghee without. You can even make without oil or ghee. Just saute your vegetables with a little water, or if you're using non-stick pan, you don't need to even add even water if the vegetables releases water on its own. But I kind of like to add just a little bit of ghee just to saute my vegetables, or you can use mix of oil and ghee. So it's really your preference, right? So this is just enough. Now I'm going to cook these vegetables on a medium heat, so I'm going to turn on my stove on a medium heat. So here I have the ghee. Ghee is looks like it's done. I'm going to add cumin seeds, pinch of turmeric powder, little bit of ginger paste, garlic paste. Give it a quick stir. Add onion. Add just a pinch of salt, or adjust to your taste. And I'm going to let the onion cook a little bit. Onion is cooked a little bit, and at this point I'm going to add potato and a carrot, aloo and gajar. And I'm going to cook potato and carrot till they are tender. So cover and let it cook. I'm also going to add a few curry leaves. Now I'm going to prepare this saffron mixture. Now in order to dissolve saffron very well, I'm going to take a little bit of milk and I'm going to warm it up into the microwave so that I can dissolve this saffron very well. Okay, sir. So here I have the warm milk, and I'm going to add saffron and dissolve, and it will get nice yellow color. You can see that. And let this hang out a little bit. I have here this saffron mixture ready. Let's check on our potato and carrot. Open it up and try to break the biggest chunk of potato so that you know if it's cooked or not. It's not cooked yet, so I'm still going to let it cook. You can sprinkle a little bit of water if you need. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of water so that it doesn't stick and cook nice. Now here I have one more thing. I have here the yogurt, and I'm going to beat this yogurt very well so that it beat till it gets smoother, and keep this ready on the side. Now, as I said, the layer of rice, vegetables, yogurt, some mint, cilantro and everything, the layers are prepared, but I prefer a little bit different, and you will see what do I different. You can see that this is how you need creamy yogurt. So I'm going to, this looks great, very smooth, and I'm going to keep this on the side. On potato and carrot again, try to break biggest chunk of potato. Okay, this looks soft now. And to this, now I'm going to add other vegetables. Here I have the green peas. These are the vegetables that I don't want to cook too much, so those vegetables I do not add along with potato and carrot. Here are cabbage and the bell peppers, red and green, capsicum, simla mirch, cauliflower, gobi. Now give it a good stir. Look at this, it looks nice, colorful here. And I prefer to cook my vegetables in ghee and not oil, just because you will see the big difference when you cook your vegetables with ghee and when you cook with oil. When you cook with ghee, they retain their colors, the vegetable retains their color nice. And now here I have the garam masala. It's a biryani garam masala. You can add any garam masala, whatever you have in your kitchen, if you don't have a special biryani masala. Now these, I have the nuts, I have the cashew and almond. You can add on the top, but as I said, my family is different, so I always add everything into this pot and make kind of curry and then add into the rice. So the garam masala there, and I'm going to add, here I have the biryani paste. Now these are available at any Indian grocers, but again, if you don't have, just leave it out. But this brings a nice color and flavor as well, and this is just enough. Here I have this tomato puree, and I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons. This is just enough, I guess, and give it a good stir. Now I'm going to add this saffron mixture. Look at this, it's a nice color now. Now I'm going to also add this yogurt. I add all the yogurt into my curry. I do not add again the layer of yogurt. And here I have my paneer. Now mix everything. And do not over mix. You can just leave it like this and it's just good enough. I'm going to turn off the stove now. And look at this curry, looks great. I'm also going to add a little bit of paprika. You can add red chili powder. Give it a stir again. And as I said, just a little stir. Do not over mix now. On the top, sprinkle some finely chopped cilantro, dhania. Now I have my rice here, already cooked and looks nice. Each and every grain of the rice is separate. That's perfect. Look at this rice. Take out bay leaves. One more thing, I'm going to take out all the bay leaves, cinnamon sticks and everything from my rice. The rice has absorbed already all the flavors, so it's just a good idea to take them out, because if it comes under your teeth, then you're not gonna like it. It's not a pleasant experience to chew all this kind of stuff, so it's better to remove them. And if you like it, you can keep them in. Alright, and always use the plastic spoon to handle your rice, because you don't want to break your rice grain. Each and every grain of your rice is good, you know, it should be good like this, you know. And here I have the vegetable curry, and now it's time to assemble. I'm going to show you traditional way how the layers are prepared. I mean, it's pretty easy, but I just want to show you that way. And also I'm going to show you the way I make, simple way. Now let's say if you're making for a big crowd, then You can prepare these two things separately and then you can assemble in a big plate, and then you can use oven to heat your vegetable biryani. So that's the one way of doing it. So I'm going to show you in this plate here. The first layer I'm going to put is the vegetable curry, and when I make for my family, I just simply add this cooked rice into my vegetable curry, and on a very low flame, cover it and keep it on a very low flame before you're ready to serve. Like it takes about 15-20 minutes on a very low flame to get all the flavors absorbed, and it will be nice hot vegetable biryani. So in this plate, the first layer of vegetable curry. If you like more yogurt into this vegetable curry, you can always add as much as you like, but for me this is just perfect. Great. And now the layer of rice. So basically you just keep repeating this process of layering till you are finished with your rice and vegetable curry. And if you're using more yogurt, then you can make the layer of yogurt. You can also make the layer of mint, but my family doesn't like mint in this vegetable biryani, so I avoid that layer. Or you can add a few leaves of mint, so however you would like to flavor it. Aroma is so wonderful here. Here is my plate ready. Just warm it up before you are ready to serve into the oven or into the microwave, however you like. Now the second method is my method. We only need a small amount of vegetable biryani, so what I normally do, when you put this on the side, here I have in this pot the vegetable curry. I add my rice into this vegetable curry, mix it, and then right before serving, warm it up. Very simple. And once you have prepared your biryani, make sure to cook them on a low heat, because you want to get all the steam inside of rice and vegetables slowly, so that the authentic flavor of vegetable biryani will be there. If you cook once this is done, and if you try to cook it on a high heat, you won't get that authentic flavor of vegetable biryani. Okay, so in this vegetable curry mixture, now I'm going to mix this rice. So here is my vegetable curry, and to this I'm going to add this rice. Make sure that you do not over mix, just fold in like this. This will give perfect texture to your vegetable biryani, just like this. Alright, so this is good. Just cover it and cook it on a low flame. This vegetable biryani is so flavorful that you can just eat itself, but in my family we prefer a little bit of curry to go with it. It's a combination of different continental food, but it makes the perfect combination. So I'm going to bring down this into the plate, and I'm going to give it a bite. I know it must be very flavorful, so open it. I'm going to take the bite of paneer. I can't tell you how good it is. So this was all about the vegetable biryani. Thank you for watching, and I will see you real soon with the next great recipe.